Welcome back to more Persona 4 Golden. Last time was a bunch of social link events and stuff, and then we did that story thing with Namatame and stuff, and they were like, oh well, Namatame's behind bars, we just have to question him and stuff, and then she's like, is everything okay and such, and I think that's all we did. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the last stream archive, so I have to redo that part, so that part's not going to be available on the stream archive YouTube page that I have until later. So I don't know when later, but it's probably going to be way later since I'm starting school soon and such. It was a little upsetting, but I mean, it is what it is. The Twitch app didn't give me any warnings and stuff, and I accidentally pressed delete video and such. So, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, let's continue today. Today we will actually get to the bad end, I think. It says I think bad ends, I think, but I think we're gonna get to the bad end today. Because we're almost there. The date of the bad ends are December 3rd. So we're almost there. Okay. Fortune slip drawing. Draw a fortune. We're gonna draw Naoto's only because we're at level 10 with her. Or level 9, I think. And we need the social link stat up. I don't know if it said we're going to get closer to her next time when we hung out with her last time. I don't remember. And I can't check because I deleted the thing. So, kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Ooh, mild blessing. Okay, could become stronger soon. Alright. You overhear students talking. Hey, don't you think that there are more and more people getting weird because of the fog? I even see people wearing these huge gas masks around town. Yeah, and people are getting sick too. Haven't there been people saying a lot of weird stuff lately? Like that the world is ending or that global warming is because of original sin? Nutty stuff like that? Hey, what do you think's gonna happen if you think someone's sick, but you don't do anything about it? I mean, to be honest, yesterday my dad... And they continue talking. Good morning, what's up you guys? You don't look so well. Are you exhausted from studying for the test around the corner? I hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up in a month. Have you found your dates yet? Ha, I got mine already. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a Christmas question. Alright, I'll ask a question regarding cakes, Narukami. Alright, let's see. What is it? Which of these is considered a rice cake? Okay, it's mochi. Yeah. Excellent. Mochi is a type of rice cake. When you think of cake, you think of dessert, but something pounded together is also called cake. That's the case with mochi, as it's rice pounded together. As another example, kamaboko is a fish cake, fish meat pounded together. However, you probably don't want to you don't want to be eating fish cakes on Christmas night. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. I don't know if you guys ever tried mochi, but me personally, the texture is just, it's disgusting. I don't like it. It's me personally. I think there's some mochi that do taste like really good because it has some like cool flavorings and stuff inside of it. But like, you know, red bean paste, horrible. I don't like red bean paste. But like the flavored ones, like there was like an orange one that I found that was like really good. And I liked that one a lot. But I just don't like the texture. It's kind of gross. You have no choice but to wait till the situation changes. We are still waiting. So what are we doing today? Hanging with Yosuke. Now this is the social link. I keep saying it every time. That there's a social link that I really like, and it's this one. Oh, or shoot. I told myself I would play it cool when I said that. I have something I want you to have, so I want to go somewhere where we can be alone. Naoto looks embarrassed. Alright, we gotta pull up the Naoto social link. It's already pulled up from last time. Okay. Your room. Naoto's looking around, interested.
I see. So this is where you live.
This is 10 social link, I
can
forgot.
see furnishings here and there that don't match your tastes. These are temporary lodgings, of course. Judging by the position of your TV, you regularly watch the Midnight Channel from...
Is it that interesting?
Well, of course. This is your room. Oh, well...
Naoto was blushing.
Anyway, I'm sorry for intruding like this. I wanted to give you something. Made this. Please accept it.
You obtained Detective Badge.
I haven't crafted anything like this in some time. If I went back to the estate, I could have added a camera and transceiver. Oh, but it flashes. I made myself one to match. Don't laugh, or say it's stupid or childish, okay? The title of detective became a burden to me. I thought I had no other aspects apart from detective self. But you gave me a reason to be, as neither adult nor man. Senpai, being with you, I felt I was glad to be a detective. And...
Sit down, Naoto.
Do you find the pitch of my voice strange?
I like it higher. You get a costume
I
if
see.
you say it.
I'll try. How's this? It's rather embarrassing, but I never thought I'd get used to sounding like that. People change, I suppose. I think I'll grow to like myself.
Naoto's smiling gently. This is when she gets a new social link. Naoto's strong will that allowed her to accept and overcome her weakness has awakened to her heart's true power. Sukuna Hikona is gonna change to something else. Yamato Takeru. Easy.
This potential was still dormant within me.
Yes, it
I
was.
wasn't considering the things that I should have. The people who care about me, as well as my own self. The detective. The child. The woman. The me who existed before them. I am simply myself. I'm glad to have met you.
You can sense Naoto's passionate love. You feel a tight bond between you and Naoto. Finish social link. Easy. We can craft Norn, the ultimate form of the Fortune Arcana. Oh boy. You, Narukami, has created a bond that can never be broken. Forged a bond that can never be broken. Alright, what does she get? I don't know, actually. Invigorate 3 instead of Invigorate 2. She can restore 7 SP in battle. Oh boy. Too bad I don't use her. Yikes.
You're quite close. I'm not sure how to put it. The puzzle of my emotions has been solved already. But... I love you.
Oh, she said it. You passed a long while with Naoto. It's gotten dark, so you walk Naoto to her house. It's not the one. Gosh dang it. There's one specific, point in the game. I don't know exactly when it was, and I thought it was one of the social links and things, where, Naoto comes over and she wears the girl's Yasogami High outfit. And it's the greatest thing ever. But anyway, I don't know, because it didn't happen in the social link, and I thought it was going to happen with rank 10, because you get a different... wait 1 second, let me see. Oh. Okay, you unlock an extra costume for her in a special Christmas event. So the Christmas event, I think, is when it's going to happen. So, just gotta wait till then, I guess. Which social link would you like to think about as you draw your fortune? People from outside of school. Somebody else. Airy. Let's see. Small blessing. Gotten closer. Relationship will not become stronger yet. Great. Hopefully we get a great blessing next time. But we will see. Spending the day with Yosuke. I see.
Let's go.
Thanks, man. Yosuke social link. You wandered here with a pensive Yosuke. Fog has enveloped the area. Yosuke is holding something. I found this. It's a print club sticker I took with Saki-senpai. When I first got here, she insisted on taking it. Back then, somewhere inside me, I thought I was above this place. A lot of people saw me as the enemy because Junes was gonna ruin the shopping district. But when I met her, she told me, parents are parents, you're you. Even if she didn't really mean it, it made me happy. Because of her, I started to think maybe this town wasn't all that bad. But then... Why? Why did she have to die? It pisses me off. It makes me mad. I wanted to talk with her more. I wanted to get to know her better. But she's not here anymore. Yosuke is sobbing out loud. I get it now. I wanted to forget about Saki-senpai, how she's not here anymore. I wanted to forget that I was living a boring life in the middle of nowhere. When the murder started, I got excited. I thought there was finally a point to me being in Inaba. I thought I could forget Senpai was gone and the fact that I was such a loser. I jumped at the murders and never once thought about what I was doing. I didn't even take the first step. I'm sorry, Saki-senpai. I'm sorry, you. I understand. Or I'm just gonna say don't apologize. But I got you involved with the case and all I did was run away from myself. Yosuke's looking at you, his eyes red. But I think I'm awake now. I need to get over the fact that Saki-senpai isn't coming back. That's when this case ends. I'll have nowhere to run, and I won't have changed.
You made me realize that.
It seems you're able to act as Yosuke's crutch. You feel a bond between you and Yosuke. Yosuke's growth of heart has affected his persona as well. He learned diorama. That's really good, actually. You spent a while with Yosuke and walked him home. Alright. Alright, it's evening time. You know what that means? Shrine time to get closer to Eri. Just kidding. We're getting closer to Yumi and Ayane today. Yumi/Ayane. Whoever you pick. Female classmates. Somebody else. Yumi. Alright. Mild blessing. The relationship could become closer soon. Alright, that's good. Alright, it's getting late. You decided to go home. Alright. Exam time.
Yo!
Yo, you. Look at this weather, man. What's up with this? It's really weird. Have you ever heard of anything like this before? Oh yeah, from finals start today. But that's seriously not the point now. What's gonna happen? I'm worried too. I thought that stuff about the fog being harmful to people was just a rumor, but people are getting sick. Even besides that, there have been lots of weird rumors being spread around too. I don't like how any of this feels. If you haven't been with me before, I don't really like using the swears and things. I mean, it's not too big of a deal in things, but since I'm not monetized and such, but like, you know, I'm just not a big fan of swearing and things. What does French food stem from? Italian food. That's correct. What does the figure in figure skating refer to? Geometric shapes, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Finals day 2. Who is buried in the biggest pyramid in Egypt? It's Khufu, pretty sure. I didn't even have to look for that one, because I remembered that one. What is the book of maps called? An atlas. Alright, we chose the correct answer. Alright, day 3 of finals. Oh, we gotta overhear classmates talking, though, first. Ugh, there's no way we can keep the club going like this. Too many of our members are calling in sick. When's this fog gonna clear up? But senpai, the people who are just slacking off aren't showing up either, right? You can keep the club with the members you're left with. Maybe the fog helped you find out who's the most dedicated to being in the club. Huh? Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it, I guess. What a positive person. True. This is actually Silent Hill. You can't see anything in Silent Hill. Finals day 3. What's the word that has the word bride ale? What word has the words bride ale as its roots? Bridal. Alright. Chose correct answer. What kind of bird is a conchodori? It's a cuckoo. Finals day 4. Which country does the South Pole belong to? No country. Ugh. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. What is this sequence called? The Fibonacci sequence. Alright, one more day of exams. Hey, did you hear what they say happened on the Midnight Channel? Someone said they turned it on and there was a picture of this town in complete ruins. Huh? My friend said that she saw Inaba get swallowed by the fog and sent to some other dimension. She said there were monsters coming out of the fog too, like in that story. Have you noticed, ever since this fog started, it seems like people can see the Midnight Channel even when it's not raining. Could it be? Is our town getting more and more messed up? Alright, we have to save today, because tomorrow is the bad ending, good ending route. What desert is the Welwitschia found in? The Nambi Desert. And I need to save for there so I can record the bad endings for myself, because I'm not going to use the stream footage for the bad endings. I'm going to use just my own recorded footage and stuff, because I'm going to be talking about a bit and stuff. And I can just edit out the talking and stuff, but I actually can't, because the way that the stream works and things, it mixes both the game audio and the speaking audio. Unless you're recording, you can have them separate, but if you're streaming, I don't think you can do that, so... Whoop.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Well, we can't save. We saved beforehand, but like a kind of a ways away.
Where'd you guys come from?
Not that far, though.
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Oh, this girl never changes.
This
It
girl
really is
never
hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
When you put on your glasses, your vision becomes much clearer.
Whoa, it's all clear.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again.
Wow.
It's just a thought.
The mood darkens.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
It's the last day of exams. You answered every question with ease. Answers seem to be flowing from your hand. Okay, there'll be dramatic turns in this story from this point. It is strongly recommended that you take this opportunity to save. Okay, so they are giving me a chance to save. So we'll save in slot 13. Multiple saves is nice, but there's only 16 slots. It sucks. I wish this was Kingdom Hearts 2, because Kingdom Hearts 2 has 99 slots. But yes, dramatic turns in the story right here. So.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened, but all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Will Namatame confess?
Whether he confesses or not, it was him who did everything. Getting him convicted is up to your uncle.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
You're reminded that you made a promise with Nanako to buy a new kotatsu.
What's the matter?
You told others about your promise with Nanako.
A kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
You can stay here.
Sensei, I'm so touched. I'll stay by your side until Nana-chan comes home, Sensei.
Oh, that's right. There's no one but you at your place.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Well,
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Juness overcharges for things.
well.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Stay out of this!
Well,
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
literally anything from Juness. If you say Rosette doll, I think it's not a good thing.
That's
Not
really for kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's still pretty cute. Just like the real thing.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake!
Of course.
Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh no.
Oh, no, you're not! Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
Phone call. It's Adachi.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse. The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go!
Time to go to the hospital. Getting worried. Nanako-chan's condition got worse. Alright, Dojima's listening to an explanation from the doctor. There have been some loud voices throughout the hospital for some time now.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Oof.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
Nanako.
A nurse accompanied Dojima back to his room.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
We all feel the same way.
Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
Oh, ow.
His wound's opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh, yeah. Something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs. There's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? If you want to see that stuff so bad, we'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan.
All right, we're getting close.
Daddy.
You'll be all right.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
F indeed.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big bro.
I'm right here.
I'm scared. Big bro. Dad. Daddy.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Ah!
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hmm? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame! Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital!
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved. I can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Yeah, hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's this room?
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
Meanwhile, Nanako's hospital room.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave them permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's... the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right! Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow!
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
This... please! Stop! Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
That's... but...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Cheer! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But... Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Just... push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, so we're at the part. So there's 3 options. So obviously 1, we push him in. He dies. And then we get an ending. I can't stay here is another ending. You leaves, and it's another bad ending. Wait a second here is actually the correct choice, but you have to go through it a billion times. But we're gonna go through every single ending, so we'll start with the first one.
Yeah. We'll end this here and now.
Wait a second! Do you really understand what you're about to do? It's the exact same thing Namatame's been doing. I hate the guy too, but you really want to go that far?
Is getting revenge the right thing to do? But if we don't do anything, he might... I don't know anymore.
Are you sure about this?
Are we sure? I don't know. Yeah, obviously the party is split, you know. Some people, you know, obviously with Nanako's death and things, everyone's just like, hey, we gotta, you know, push him in, we gotta kill him and things. And obviously the other half of the party is like, you know, nah, you know, we don't want to stoop down to his level and things. But right now, we're gonna stoop down to his level and we're gonna kill him. Here we go.
You really mean it? There's no other way?
What about you guys? Remember, there's no need to stay if you don't want to.
I'll stay.
Me too. I won't be the only one to walk out on this. I'd only suffer more that way. If this is what we've decided, I'll stick with it to the end.
Me too. No matter how we end it, I want to witness it.
The other world that caused all this to happen will surely take care of the rest. The case will be closed by the shadow that will appear from Naotame. With this, everything has come to an end. You should go back to Nanako.
Nanako-chan.
we avenged you, Nanako-chan. But I guess you wouldn't be too happy about that. You're such a kind girl. Hey, where's Teddy? Did he go home?
Teddy has disappeared, leaving a note behind.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited for the severe winter to end, and so time passed. Now we're going all the way to March. Spring has come again once to Inaba. Has once again come to Inaba. Oh my goodness. Dojima residence.
And now, a story on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Police have released the identity of the suspect, who was confirmed dead after escaping the hospital as Taro Namatame. Ruling his death a suicide, the police have closed their investigation. However, police have yet to announce the cause of death for either the victims or the suspect himself. Several criminologists have raised questions over how his alleged crimes were committed. It seems that though this case has come to an official end, many of its mysteries will remain forever unsolved. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
It's almost time for your train. Are you ready to go? Starting tomorrow, I'll be all by myself in this house. It's gonna be lonely. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me. Hey, if there was evil in the world that had to be dealt with, but no one would step up to see justice done, it might fall to the closest person at hand to bear the burden of punishing them, don't you think?
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Huh. Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station. Come on.
Well, obviously, Dojima knows. He is a detective after all.
Hey. Thanks.
And this is the end.
You really are leaving us. You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
You will visit, won't you?
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
Very upsetting and...
What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, so here's the next bad end. I can't stay here. This bad end actually has some good things happen in it. So, this one's a little different, but, here we go.
What? Are you saying you forgive this bastard?
I thought you'd feel the same way we do, Senpai.
You're gonna let this go? Did you see what happened to Nanako-chan?
Look, just think about this. Are you sure about that?
Don't do this. I don't want to push him in, and that's what essentially this bad end is. You don't really want to push Naotame in because, you know, you're not a killer. So...
Thank goodness. I knew you'd say so.
How the hell can you be so half-assed about this? Are you okay with what this bastard did?
Of course we're not! But can you look me in the eye and say you're okay with doing the same thing this guy did? It's just like how you feel right now. That you can't turn your back and do nothing. We're not gonna sit back and watch while our friend becomes a murderer, you moron!
To kill someone because they killed someone first. I can't decide on something that serious. But still, if you have it in you to be this angry for someone who was close to you, then you mustn't kill. That's something you can never take back.
So we leave it to the cops? You trust them to handle it?
Even if we can't trust them, from here on is no longer our battle. It's Dojima-san and his fellow officers' fight to convict the suspect. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm proud that I could protect this town with you all. That's why I don't want to make this terrible situation even worse by doing something like this. I want to keep going to school with you all and make more memories with my friends. I don't want one of those memories to be of us killing someone. So what if there's another crime? We can still save people like we always have. Nothing has happened yet. Then why assume that our future will be filled with misfortune?
Nothing's happened yet. Our future hasn't been decided. Let's go back to Nanako-chan's room.
No killing on Naotame this time.
Oh, there they are.
But here's the good
Nanako-chan
news.
Came around.
Huh? What did you just say?
Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
Sorry if there's a loud noise. It's my garage.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on! Stop crying, you two!
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Afterwards, you found the note that Teddy left behind.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited for the severe winter to end, and so, time passed. Back to March again. My dog's barking again. Sorry. I can't control him. Alright, let's see here. Spring has once again come to Inaba. Same dialogue things. It's gonna change a little bit here, though. Dojima residence.
And now, a story on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Defendant Taro Namatame has confessed to committing the multiple kidnappings that previously seemed irrelevant. However, he continues to flatly deny his involvement in the first 2 murders. Namatame also maintains his strange insistence that he, quote, placed them inside the TV to save them. With so much unknown regarding his motives and methods, many are hoping his trial will shed some light on these mysteries. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow, we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
It's almost time for your train. You ready to go? Too bad Nanako couldn't leave the hospital in time to say goodbye. A little more time and maybe she could have come outside. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me. There's nothing more I can do for this case. I might end up testifying in court, but otherwise I'll just be observing to see how things play out. I don't imagine he'll get that harsh of a sentence given the evidence, or lack thereof. Well, so it goes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? It's only been a year since you got here, but a lot's happened since then. What do you think about your time here? Are you satisfied with the things you did, the choices you made?
What are you asking?
I see. We can leave it at that. Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station. Come on.
I think when I first played Persona 4, I think this was the ending that I got at first.
Thanks.
Because I was like, I'm not going to kill him. I don't want to. So then I did that, and then the game ended. And I'm like, what happened? It's the same anime cutscene. The same exact one, actually.
You really are leaving us. You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
You will visit, won't you?
I don't mind watching this again.
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
Sad everyone hours. Depressing looking town. No happy anything. Well, I mean, Nanako's alive. That's good. Alright.
What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, and here's our last option. So it's wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
Alright, so you have to say the correct amount of choices to actually get to the good ending. So if you say the wrong choice just once, bad ending. So the next choice is, we're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Namatame's true feelings is the next option.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
We're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly? damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Then the last one, calm the hell down. You yelled at everyone to calm down.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
Yeah, everyone's acting on instinct right now.
I'm perfectly calm.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
Yeah, something is up. Everyone took a deep breath. It seems that everyone has finally regained their composure.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this. I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But, yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Let's just think for now. Doesn't matter what option you chose there.
How the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right. Let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
The case has taken a sharp turn, and the investigation team is now one step closer to the truth. It seems like you'll go on another. You'll go on. Okay, well, I can't speak. All right. Well, investigation team is maxed now, so that's fun. A cool thing about the anime, again, I bring up the anime a lot, is that the anime actually shows both the bad end and the good ending, which is really cool. And that's fun. Alright. You nor Kami has forged a bond that cannot be broken. I'm just talking way too fast, I think. There's another social link thing. It changes from the Fool to Judgment. You obtain the Seekers of Truth Arcana.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
Rip.
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation, and their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
Oh. What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
More news. Anime cutscene? Oh no, just kidding.
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Yep, Nanako-chan's okay.
What did you just say?
It's the same cutscene, I think.
Nanako-chan's
Yeah.
alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on! Stop crying, you two!
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Right, from here on out, it's just gonna be a bunch of story event stuff.
I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl, too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow.
Snowing.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Back in Namatame's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they're about to do? For now, you have no way of knowing. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. About to turn it back on. There seems to be no messages. My life. You should go home before you catch a cold. Okay, so we're not saving over there, we're saving in slot 14. What are we doing today? Will Nanako be alright? Then there's what happened with Namatame's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Yep, what lies in the future? Who knows? Well, I mean, I know, because I've played this game before, but you guys maybe do not know. This...
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Recap episode. Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Did the car stop? Oh, it did. Okay.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
A doorbell. You can hear something in the distance. That's what it said. Alright. December 4th. It seems that you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Who's at the door? It's Yosuke.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That's what Igor said, but... let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? I don't know, actually. Is it the
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight, right? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
Alright. It's the diary, I think, then?
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man!
Well, rip. Alright, let's see here. Probably the warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, "Don't rescue or kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step towards the truth. Gotta figure it out. Who could it be?
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
About to learn more.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case, and to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh? It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What should you ask him? Who did you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why the warning letters? What warning letters? I feel like that's what he's gonna say.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead, and not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
You've taken another step towards the truth. Alright, so it's been 2 hours, and I was going to end stream, but I really want to show you guys who the killer is. So we're going to play a little longer, but it's going to take
Now get out of here!
a lot longer.
I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen.
So we're going to take a break after
Better
this
not see you
cutscene.
rascals here again.
Yeah, because I want to show you guys who the killer is, but it's going to take a lot longer.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll be all going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. Alrighty, we're gonna take probably like a 30-minute break or something, but yeah, I want to get to who the killer is, and then we're gonna end stream, and that's gonna take a little bit, so I need to eat. So I'll be back.